Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. Great article here from Verizon's News Center. I'll leave a link to it in the description so you guys can check it out. So Verizon is very focused right now. They are very focused, and I'm not saying that they're not focused on their Verizon premium brand, but they are very focused on the value segment, on all of its brands that they have on under their umbrella, if you will. So they have Visible, Simple Mobile, Straight Talk, Total Wireless, and who knows what else is out there. Straight Talk, I mentioned that already. I think Track Phone. So they have a lot of brands, and you guys have heard my opinions in the past that they need to consolidate all of them and operate as one. And maybe that's the plan that they have in the future. Who knows? We will see. But today, each of the brands, the way that they operate, the way that they're focusing on the value segment, they're trying to position each of the brands today uniquely to compete in the market for arguably the same customer, right? So it's going to get interesting. They have a lot of brands now in the value segment, and even though Visible is digital, right, direct to consumer, they still compete for the same customer as Total Wireless. So Total Wireless is the brick and mortar. It's the actual physical retail distribution location that you can go to, and Visible is literally digital only, direct to consumer. So Visible named number one by JD Power for best purchase experience in its segment. Like I said, the segment is value. They compete in the value segment with the plan and pricing today. So the reason I wanted to point out in this video that Verizon is focused on the segment is because Verizon understands the market today. The big wigs, if you want to call them that, the senior level executive teams at Verizon, they are very smart. So they're not going to be blind to the facts. They know the economy in and the situation today, right? People are looking to save costs, save money, and Verizon knows themselves that they're not willing to cut cost or present cheaper pricing on its premium brand. So they're pushing that customer off onto value. And the value today is presented by its prepaid brands and digital brands, Visible, Total Wireless, Straight Talk, Track Phone, Simple Mobile. And they're boosting those plans. Like I think with Simple Mobile, they just upped the amount of data that you can use, if I remember that correctly. Total Wireless just got a revamp on the plans where you can get access to 5G ultra wideband without being capped or without getting lower priority. So you can have and some people that I speak with say that's a problem for Verizon. They're too aggressive on the wholesale, and they're wholesaling all their customers. That's what some people are telling me, because you can find several different ways now to be on the Verizon network for less. You can go through cable, which is strictly wholesale, right? Cable pays Verizon for the access, and then you pay whatever cable pricing that you can get or whatever deal you get. And you're still technically on the Verizon network, but you're paying less. Now, priority levels, all that stuff is different, but you're still on the Verizon network. So you still enjoy the coverage. You might not get the same performance as you would on the top end premium plan, but you enjoy at least the same coverage. So this is the interesting part. Verizon putting a lot of emphasis and focus on this value segment because that's what they see in the numbers, likely that the consumer is shifting towards value, but they don't want to offer that value too much through the Verizon premium brand. So they're making it a great purchase experience. As you can see, JD Power ranks Visible number one in that segment. So now there's a great purchase experience through Visible. Very, very great, especially if you have a device that does eSIM. It's almost flawless in that sense. So we will see how this affects Verizon long term. If the economy changes, who knows, right? We got elections coming up November, then it might not be such a big deal, right? Verizon might still be able to strive and grow organically on the prepaid side. But if the economy gets any worse, the value segments are going to start peaking. Right. I think I made a video about that like long time ago, like a few years ago, where I stated that, for those of you who might remember, that I stated with postpaid potentially getting more and more and more and more expensive, will prepaid eventually shine through and be the share taker or growth leader in the industry? It's a possibility, and it looks like we might be close to heading that way, where you look at prepaid now because you're combining all your bills and you're saying I got to save money, and prepaid is the way to go. MVNO, whatever the case, it is the way to go because it's cheaper today. You're paying on MVNO and prepaid pricing today. You're paying what you paid on postpaid like maybe like 10 years ago. So it is the cheaper option with still respectable performance as it pertains to the network. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let me know if you think this could work for Verizon, or if you think the way that the economy today is positioned, that Verizon just has to compete that way. T-Mobile still competes for the value customer with their prepaid, their postpaid brand. Keep that in mind. They still push out savings. They still offer third lines free, fourth lines free in some cases. They are still 20 to 25% cheaper, in some cases 30% cheaper than the competition. So they're still pushing that onto the customer. And I think that's another huge way of them also to take share from AT&T and Verizon today still. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe if you're new. Follow my social media outlets. This is Tyrone with Tech Life. See y'all in the next one. Peace.